Okay, so in the midst of the aftermath regarding the Shannon Sharp interview with Monique on, what was it, last week, Club Shay Shay, I went back and listened to the phone calls that Monique recorded, her and her husband recorded with Tyler Perry on the other end, and unbeknownst to him, the phone call was being recorded. And this was a story from like 5+ years ago. And I remember listening to the phone calls and covering it on my other channel, Our Kind of Entertainment. And after listening to these calls for the first time in over half a decade, I feel the same way today that I did back then. Personally speaking, I don't think these phone calls did what Monique thought they would do. Yes, it shows, oh yeah, Tyler did, talk about the rumor of being difficult to work with and whatnot, but to me, it felt underhanded. It felt staged, of course, because somebody actually pointed out something to me a week ago, like, hey, Jeremy, I think that when you look at it from this perspective, Monique and her husband, they orchestrated this conversation to go the way they planned to incriminate Tyler by getting him to say exactly what they wanted and picking and choosing their own words carefully so they don't look bad themselves. Now, I believe Monique said that she didn't release these phone calls until like a year after it was recorded because Tyler never stepped forward. I think it was during the press run for the Medea farewell play or the Medea funeral film that he would address the Monique situation, but he never did. So she did wait until, some time had passed to reveal the phone calls. But when I listen to these phone calls, all I hear is more evidence to the claims that she is difficult to work with. Because to me, and this is just my perspective of the phone conversation, it seemed like Tyler was calling to fix things up. It's like, look, I hear you on the interviews and the fact that you're hurt, and I want to see what I can do to help. It felt like Tyler wanted to have a one-on-one with Monique to set things straight, find out what the issue is and make things right. But it seemed to me like her and especially her husband were like ganging up on Tyler to do things the way they wanted, because it felt like, I think if it was like a one-on-one with just Monique and just Tyler, they can get stuff done. But then the husband, the daddy, just popped in and it's like he's talking like a preacher and using these $50 words like he's an attorney or something, making it seem like, no. You said you would do this, that, and the third. You're going to do this, and this the way we want. And then a lot of people have said in the comment section of the phone call videos, and ever since the interview dropped, the phone calls have resurfaced. Like, people have been uploading the phone calls. So in the comment section below, I'm going to leave a link to the phone call so you can actually listen to it yourself and then come back to this video and give me your thoughts. But this to me proved that she's difficult to work with. It just seems that unless you do everything the way Monique and her daddy wants you to do it, she's going to put you on her hit list of being an enemy. And it's funny because despite a lot of people rocking with Monique, slamming people who speak out against her like DL Hughley after the interview, a lot of people have been turning on her since her son came forward with his statements in regards to their relationship, of her not being, a present parent when he was younger. And a lot of people are like, wow, it's like, I guess DL was right. It's like when everybody else is the problem, people start to go, Monique, maybe you're the one who has the problem because you're the one talking about holding people accountable and this, that, and the third. But it's like, nah, man, I mean, maybe you're the issue. So I think if you listen to those phone calls, you might actually see things the way I see it, where I don't think it is untrue that Monique is difficult to work with, because it seems like unless you do things the way she wants you to, it's going to be a problem. So let me know what you think after you listen to the phone calls, and I'll catch you in the next video.